three things that we cannot ignore. The first is the rising human population. The second is the climate change scare. And the third is the high cost of living, which is common in so many countries. But why should we be concerned about this? With the rising human population, there's going to be a need of the basic needs, which is food, shelter, and clothing. And what I'm looking at in my company, Spalla, is the need to provide shelter. As we speak, there's already a demand for housing, almost in all the countries in the world. It is estimated that every day in the whole world, 13,000 housing units are needed. And this is every day until the year 2050, just in order to meet the rising housing demand. And in my country, Kenya, every year there's a demand of 200,000 housing units, but only 50,000 housing units are supplied annually. And again, housing units, there's a demand also, people cannot have their own shelter because of other factors, and one of the most common factors is the cost of housing. Housing is not cheap, even here in the United States. So what do we do about it? Our company seeks to provide affordable housing units to low-income families or people, and again make the existing housing units energy efficient, and those who want to have their own housing units going forward to have energy efficient housing just to reduce on the carbon scare and the greenhouse gases. So how do we want to do it? There's a lot of discussions about sustainability and green housing, and one of the items we have identified is making ramp earth housing, using locally available earth, stabilizing it with cement, and having your walls up or your blocks. And this could be affordable to the low-income families. And to the high-income families, we are looking at having green housing. And sometimes green housing is quite simple. How do you design your house so that you have as much of natural light as possible? Yeah, and how do you harness solar, which is free? And good thing that in Africa we have solar from 1st January to 31st December. Free energy, but we are not making so good use of it. So that is what we want to do. Our target market, as I said, are the low-income families, and this is mostly made of civil servants and professionals. We have about a market of about 3.7 million, which keeps increasing, but what we are looking to serve is about 3 million. That's comprising of civil servants and professionals. Yes.
Oh, you're ready for a question?
Okay.
Yeah.
3 minutes there, and go for it. Any questions? Oh, you got a question?
So, I worked with a guy, and I would spend a couple summers, a couple weeks out of the year in the summer, different parts of Africa, and we would build for free 600 square foot homes, and this is like 1999 when I was doing that, volunteering my time. Now, you said you have civil servants and professionals. So would you be using this as well to maybe train youth or people that want to learn a skill like carpentry, plumbing, solar, tiling and things like that as well?
Yeah, we could explore that in the long term. Of course, that would also be a good idea to build capacity of our youth. Yeah, we could explore that.
Give me your number and I can hook you up with someone that could get you more.
Sure, I will. Thank you.
Any questions? All right. Well, thank you.